This is the West Michigan Sports Show, presented by Dasos Digital. Now, here's your host, Brandon Wirth.
Hello and welcome into another edition of the West Michigan Sports Show, presented by our great friends at Dasos Digital. Brandon Wirth bringing the award-centered episode for you here today. We're talking All-CSAA honorees for the fall seasons. Got a lot of names and a lot of teams to run through, so no time to waste. But big thanks go out to our sponsors. Those include Johnson's Automotive, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Quality Car and Truck Repair, Alter Care Big Rapids, Parasettle Sales and Service of Big Rapids, Motor the Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority, and the Mecosta Osceola Career Center. So we're wasting no time. We're getting right into this thing. So All-CSAA Central State Activities Association athletes for this year. For all of our sports, we have 8 different lists to go through, including soccer, golf, volleyball, football, and cross country. We'll start in the world of boys soccer. It was a regular season, dominated by Kent City as the regular season champs, but a tournament upset in the final championship game. 2-1 goes in favor of Big Rapids to win the conference tournament title. We'll get to the first teamers here, and we're just going to rip through these in numerical order. Goalkeepers, Nick Pichel of Big Rapids, the talented senior, as well as Jesus Posas-Servin of Kent City, the talented junior goalkeeper for the Eagles, both of your nominees at the goalkeeper spots. And obviously, neither of them have numbers for a lot of these teams. Reese Kilpatrick of Big Rapids, Adrian Pell of Tri-County, Anthony Jones of Tri-County, the senior, William Hayden's a junior out of Big Rapids, Jonathan Duran, a junior out of Kent City, his teammate David Capado Perez, a sophomore, as well as Aiden Mansfield of Grant, the talented freshman, one of 2 on this list, Jose Martel Rios of Lakeview, as well as Marcos Ecariga of Kent City, as well as Zay Olivia of Tri-County, the senior. Colin Giroux of Newaygo, Wesley Hayden's, the brother early on, is the other freshman on this list from Big Rapids. Jonathan Bischoff, the junior from Newaygo, as well as Aiden Gonzalez of Tri-County. Keaton Edwards of Big Rapids. Alexander Lara of Grant, the sophomore. Arturo Rivera of Newaygo, the junior, as well as Diego Felix of Grant. And then a pair of Eagles in Aaron Vanderwest and Zuriel Vega. Those are your first teamers there for boys soccer. Honorable mentions, Marcos Rosales, the junior from Grant, as well as Isaiah Sastanes of Newaygo, Caden Beam of Reed City, Brandon Garcia of Tri-County, Josas Pazan-Servin of Kent City, as well as Gabe Tisdale of Lakeview, and Owen Beist of Big Rapids. Those are your All-CSAA players from boys soccer. Congratulations to those individuals. We'll move over to girls golf. This would be considered the blue division in this alignment. The champion this year was Big Rapids at the top, Chip Hills in second, and Lakeview in third as the teams go. As well as first team all conference goes as follows: Madison Allen of Chippewa Hills, Kate Posey of Big Rapids, Alexis Curry of Central Montcalm, Addison Seipel of Tri-County, Hadley Fox of Big Rapids, Riley Abel of Chippewa Hills, Savannah Cunningham of Central Montcalm, Abby During of Big Rapids, and Olivia Trevino of Lakeview. Those are your 9 first teamers. The honorable mentions go as follows: Hannah Lader of Big Rapids, joined by Elena Hansen of the Coyotes, Aaron Reisenberg of the Warriors, Layla Tucci of Big Rapids, Grace Hansen from Lakeview, Tyra Zerlot of Grant, Ava Bentley from Big Rapids, Harley Engelhard from Grant, and Marissa Carrier from Newaygo. Those your honorable mention 9. They're from CSAA girls golf action in what is called the blue division. A lot of colors going around. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep track of them all, so I'm going to make sure I help you guys as much as possible. We're going to go over to volleyball in the CSAA red, and boy, what just a tell of a tale it was at the top. Grant, Newaygo, and Reed City all finishing 8-2 and beating one another. So really, when it comes down to it, I'm not sure what the tiebreaker is, to be fully honest with you, but those 3 teams are the notable ones at the top, and they also made some postseason runs this year. Looking at the first teamers, they go as follows in numerical order. Peyton Baukamp of Grant, the junior, starts it off wearing the number 1. Amaya Lathrop of Newaygo, another fellow junior. Josie Plune of Grant, a senior for the Tigers. Kaija Schultz of Newaygo, as well as her teammate as a sophomore, Ruby Hughes. Kate Strasser of Big Rapids, as well as Emma Johnston of Reed City. Hannah Abbott of Chippewa Hills, the senior, and another fellow senior behind her from Grant, Danica Gee, as well as Maisha Bumgardner of Reed City, and Austin DuBois of Chip Hills, the lone freshman, as first teamers for girls red volleyball. Honorable mentions goes as follows. There are 6 names to highlight, starting with Nuego's Ella Souls, the sophomore, Sydney DeHart of Tri-County, the senior, Isabel Dukes of Big Rapids, the senior, Hunter Howard of Chippewa Hills, another senior, as well as Morgan Hammond of Reed City, a junior, and then Reese Gregg of Grant, a senior, in the honorable mention category for CSAA red volleyball. We are rolling. We might as well roll right into the white division. It was Kent City and Morley Stanwood battling for it at the top, and what it was, the last contest on October 15th, it went Morley Stanwood's way, so maybe you call that the tiebreaker, maybe not, because Kent City also beat Morley Stanwood in 5 sets, so if you consider a set tiebreaker, I mean, it's all just great highlighting at the end of the day, regardless of how the standings truly went out, but a big postseason run from Morley Stanwood, and I'm sure Kent City would have loved to see another longer run with the team that they had, and a fantastic team this year for sure. We'll go through the CSAA White Volleyball All-Conference honorees, starting with the first teamers in numerical order, as always. We have Carly Bacon, what a great name, the senior of Central Montcalm, joined by Caden Perkins of Kent City, another senior. 2 seniors in White Cloud, Hannah Cruzan and Haley Brown, there for the Indians, as well as Brooke Moore, a senior from Morley Stanwood. Her teammate Alexis Martin and Piper Kozak for the Mohawks, also honored, as well as Kaylin Hartsold, the senior from Kent City, and Kendall Stout of Central Montcalm, another senior on this list. So those are the first teamers. Honorable mentions go as follows. Abigail Rushmore of the Wildcats, the senior, the first one listed, as well as Becca Herkaway of Central Montcalm, the junior. Laney Hoffman, there of Kent City, the junior, as well as Madeline Kozak of Morley Stanwood, and Brooklyn Fundel, the senior for White Cloud. So those are your All-CSAA White Volleyball honorees here from this past season. We'll jump into cross country here. We'll start on the white side with the 5 teams of Central Montcalm, White Cloud, Kent City, Lakeview, and Morley Stanwood. It was a really fun season, especially watching cross country go. Really, really good performances all the way across the board. The final team standings were, as I read them, Central Montcalm and then White Cloud and then Kent City, your top 3 finishers there in the championships. We'll go through our all-conference honorees here in numerical order as they finished at the championships. Gage Hoffman of Central Montcalm, the junior, as well as Colson Cruzan, the senior from White Cloud. Silas Wilson and Kyler Fertig, a pair of juniors for the Hornets, as well as Cooper Tiffany of Lakeview, the talented sophomore for the Wildcats. Johnny Costin of Central Montcalm is a freshman, the lone freshman on this list. Caleb Canning, the senior from White Cloud. Brandon McCullough of Kent City, also a junior. And Evan Ralston of Central Montcalm, a junior on this list, getting out your top 9. 10 through 14, that's 5 honorable mentions for All-CSAA honors this season. Go to Fernando Diaz-Guzman of Kent City, a senior. Gage Strait of Kent City, a sophomore. Wyatt Carnes and Joseph Kuhn, a senior and a freshman pairing for the Indians. And Lawton Scarlett of Lakeview, also a freshman on this list. So those are your CSAA White boys cross-country finalists, as well as awardees for their efforts this past season. We will jump now into the red, when we had what was a fantastic finish in the team standings this year with these 6 groups. And it was Tri-County that won it all, Coach Rackley and co., followed by Big Rapids and Reed City, your top 3 there for the conference championships. We'll get to the honorees individually. There's 11 red division all-teamers on the first team list. They start off with August Rohde of Reed City, a senior. Hayden Gould of Big Rapids, also a fellow senior. Kellen Monreal of Tri-County, a freshman. Alex Culver as well for the Vikings as a junior. Cayenne Deem of Big Rapids, a senior, is on the list, as well as David Castrojohn of Newego, a sophomore. Rocket Wilson, yeah, he sounds fast, folks, the junior from Tri-County, as well as his teammate Jackson Lumber, a senior. Paul Selden of Reed City as a junior on the list. Henry Kaufman of Tri-County, also a junior. And senior Jacob Simon of the Warriors of Chippewa Hills. Your honorable mentions, there are 6 to highlight from the 2024 season. Tyler Schuster of Tri-County, a sophomore on the list, as well as Austin Dahlman, a senior for the Cardinals. Abraham Kianis of Reed City, a freshman. Aaron Allen as well, the junior from Reed City, his teammate. Caleb Cole of Tri-County as a sophomore. And Brady Braden Vanos, a junior of Big Rapids, highlight your CSAA Red Boys All-Conference honorees from this past season. So those are the sports we got. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, there's one sport left, and trust me, it's a mouthful. We're going through football, and there's more than just 10 names apiece. We're talking maybe 80 names, but don't worry, we'll get through all of them, as well as we'll finish out with a little recap of the fall season right after these words here on WBRN.
Dazos Digital is a proud sponsor of the West Michigan Sports Show. They specialize in elements to help take your business to the next level with everything digital. Dazos Digital is different from traditional media companies and digital advertising agencies because of our attention to detail for our clients. We pride ourselves on the creative we build for our clients and the positioning we offer them within their target market. You can find out more information at dazosdigital.com or by contacting the Big Rapids Media Network.
You are listening to the leading high school sports coverage podcast in West and Central Michigan. Brandon Wirth joining you here on News Radio WBRN. We're going through all CSAA lists, all of our all-conference honorees on the Central State Activities Association, as we have one sport left, the big one, the Johnny of them all. It is red and white division football. It's going to be a long list, but we're going to get through them here. We'll start on the red side. It was another championship for Big Rapids. Second straight year they've won it outright. Third year with a CSAA regular season championship. So congratulations to that team on a job well done. Reed City and Newaygo, the two teams behind in second and third, and some really good football games all year long, and it was certainly fun to watch. With the rundown, we're glad that you guys enjoyed everything, and we're certainly glad that you are enjoying the coverage here with all of these teams and with all these players that we're about to highlight right now. The first team honorees for All-CSAA goes as follows. These are listed in numerical order, and so just because you might think it's jumping around alphabetically, it is still in numerical order, just like we had in the first segment of the show. Starting it up, it's the talented quarterback out of Reed City, Landon Jackson, the senior, the first one listed, as well as Hunter McGuire, the shot caller from Chippewa Hills, the junior, honored this year. Garrett Foster and Cole Heist of Big Rapids both honor the running back quarterback combo for the Cardinals. Gage Perkins, the talented receiver and defensive back out of Chip Hills, the senior, also nominated. Vaughn Veltman, the rifle out in Tri-County, the quarterback, and as well he plays linebacker, folks, the junior, listed this year. Aiden Booth, the talented running back linebacker combo out of Grant, the senior, also listed. Owen Craven, the talented defensive back, the junior out of Big Rapids. Blake Kerr as well, wearing number 5 for Newaygo. He does a lot of things, folks, the senior. He was a quarterback, he was a linebacker, and he's also a kicker and a punter as well. Wyatt Skier of Big Rapids, the defensive back and slot receiver. He's a really talented kick returner, the junior, honored this year. His teammate Jack Bowman as well, the bowling ball Bowman as they call him, out of the junior, out of Big Rapids, I should say. Maybe that's not his nickname, but maybe we can patent pen it right now and give it to him for his final senior season. Porter Slominski, the talented running back and inside linebacker for the Lions, honored in his junior season. Peyton Gogolowski out of Reed City, the tight end outside linebacker combo. What an emotional and what a great season for Gogolowski. How about a brother on the list? Max Bowman, the sophomore and brother to Jack Bowman, also getting honored in his sophomore season. Preston Pfeiffer out of Tri-County, the defensive end specialist in his senior season, draws first team honors. Bryce Reed as well, his teammate, as a also fellow senior at the running back defensive back position. For Newaygo, another running back defensive back combo. It's Ethan Rayburn, the senior, as well as another running back defensive back combo, this time out of Reed City, also wearing 22, Andrew Kianis in his junior season. Hunter Yurzovich of the Lions, a talented receiver defensive back in his senior season, is honored, as well as Kason Kopic, the lone freshman on the first team list this year, the running back defensive back for the Coyotes, as well as Gavin Kilizewski of Grant, the junior offensive line linebacker combo. Getting to the big men now, wearing 53, Braylon Counselor of Big Rapids, the junior, draws honors, as well as Tyler Woodside, wearing 54 for Reed City in his junior season. Avon Addis of the Cardinals, as well as Caden Schuberg, a pair of talented seniors up in the trenches for the Cardinals, getting honorees, as well as Easton Swanson of Grant, the talented sophomore offensive and defensive lineman. Wyatt Spalo and Ethan Thompson team up for a senior pairing on the first team list for Reed City, as well as the final first teamer, Henry Wood, the tight end outside linebacker out of Newaygo. So those are your CSAA Red first teamers. We'll get to the honorable mentions There are 6 to highlight here, so we have a large total of first-teamers and then a couple of honorable mentions to go through. The first out of Reed City, the linebacker in his senior season, Zach Rogowski, wearing number 4 this season, as well as another linebacker, Big Rapids' own Miguel Ortiz draws honorable mention honors in his junior season. Eddie Bite of Grant, the running back linebacker combo in his sophomore season. Wilson Sixberry of the Tri-County Vikings and Coach Butler in his sophomore season draws honorable mention honors. John Kemp of Chippewa Hills in his senior season in the trenches draws honors, as well as Nuego's Xavier Stroud, wearing 55 in his senior season at offensive line, as well as teaming up at linebacker on the defensive side of the football. So those are your honorees from this year's CSAA Red 2024 football season. It certainly was a great one. It was also a great season on the white division side, as we will get to now. Your team champion in the regular season with a perfect 4-0 record in their first year in the white division format and alignment is the Central Montcalm Hornets, outlasting Kent City and Lakeview, the top 3 teams there in that division. So they are conference champs. Congratulations to Central Montcalm. As now we will get into the first team honorees. It is, yes, a very long list once again. We'll start in numerical order and highlight each and every name as well as their position grade in school. Anthony Schultz starts it off for Central Montcalm, the talented running back defensive end in his senior season. Andre Mead of Kent City, quarterback linebacker combo for the Eagles, draws honors. Cameron Bracey of Central Montcalm, a talented pass catcher, as well as defensive back in his senior season, as well as another senior out of White Cloud at the receiver DB spot, Jaden Graves, draws honors, as well as Isaiah Kukla of Morley Stanwood in his senior season at running back and linebacker. Shot caller out of White Cloud, the senior Jaden Robinson draws honors, wearing number 5 this season. One behind, wearing number 6 for Central Montcalm. It's the junior receiver and defensive back Jamison Johns, as well as Grayson Preston out of Kent City, the tight end defensive back in his senior season, draws first team honors. Zane Cooper of the Hornets, a wide receiver defensive back in his junior season, as well as Cameron Perez, the first Lakeview listed at quarterback and defensive back. Cooper Stinson of Kent City, the junior at running back as well as linebacker, as well as Braden Soliday, the second Wildcat, the senior running back and linebacker there for Lakeview. Braden Peak starts double-digit numbers with 10 for Central Montcalm, the junior receiver and defensive back. And right behind him is his teammate, wearing number 12. That's Emmett Linkman, the rocket-armed quarterback there for the Hornets. Reese Johnson out of White Cloud, the senior running back linebacker, draws honors, as well as McCoy Wernholm of Central Montcalm, the junior linebacker and running back. Cale Freeland out of Kent City, the junior tight end defensive back combo, gets his name in the honorees list, as well as Bo Slavens of Morley Stanwood, the junior linebacker running back combo. Cooper Houtman of Kent City, the linebacker and halfback combo, the senior. You can call him a halfback. He does it all basically for that team, as well as Landon Johnson of Lakeview, the senior in the trenches for the Wildcats, as well as his teammate Wyatt Orr right behind the junior, both drawing first team honors. Andrew Klotz of Kent City and Trevor Rawson, the senior and junior combo in the trenches for the Eagles, draw honors. Asher Johnson of Central Montcalm, defensive lineman specialist in his senior season, gets a first team nod. Tristan DeVries of Morley Stanwood, the junior offensive line, defensive line combo, as well as the another brother on the list from the red division out of the white, Waylon Ligman of Central Montcalm, the senior, rounds out your first team named honorees. We'll get to the honorable mentions. There are 4 to go through, all from different teams. We start with Sammy Anderson, the junior from Kent City at running back and defensive back, as well as another running back, but defensive lineman as well. Yeah, he is a big guy and he makes it work. Braxton Hill out of Lakeview is an honorable mention this year. Gage Freiberg of Morley Stanwood, the senior in the trenches for the Mohawks, draws an honorable mention draw, as well as Ben Yaw out of Central Montcalm, the senior offensive line and defensive end. So those are the list for CSAA White Football All-Conference honorees, and that rounds out our list of all the sports and all the divisions. So thanks for hanging with us here on this episode. If you want another run-through, I know there's a lot of names I just threw out here in the last 20 minutes, but go on to Big Rapids Daily News. You can find it bigrapidsdailynews.com as well as WBRN.com. And you can go online. They will be posted throughout the next couple of days. We already have a couple posted as you're hearing this. There will also be a couple posted just after you're hearing this, as well as in the next coming days. So you can catch up on all of the fall honorees from all the sports that we mentioned: golf, volleyball, soccer, cross country, and football. And so you can be up to date for that. And you can find who was on the list, and you can share it on to see if a friend or a family member was on the list, and you can share it on no matter where you are sending it to, whether it's a group chat, whether it's an email, or whether it's a direct link in a mailbox. I mean, hey, anything works at this point, right? It just sends over the interwebs, and we don't even need stamps anymore. It's kind of crazy how that works. So make sure that you go online, bigrapidsdailynews.com, WBRN.com, as well as, of course, you have to plug before the end of the show. Be sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. But we love our live radio folks. If you're tuning in with us at 3:30, we love you. And thank you for sticking with us. We got another great episode on deck here next week. Can't wait to bring it to you. But until then, this is Brandon Wirth signing off on the West Michigan Sports Show presented by Dazos Digital. Have a great weekend, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your programming here on News Radio WBRN.